Hey, what's up? This is Joshua, daily video blog. Hopefully I have a sunburn all along the right side of my face from sitting outside for the last hour. Let's see, haven't recorded in a couple days. There is a new episode of Through Process out. That is the design podcast I do. It's at throughprocess.com, and we talk about, what do we talk about? We talk about design competitions, whether we need them, what they're good for, what could be better. What it's like to judge them, that kind of stuff. So check that out. Let's see. Okay, today's topic is kind of a short one. It's related to the idea of attachment and outcome, and sort of enjoying the ride, no pun intended, as you will see in creative work. So the other day, let's see what happened. Okay. I'm on like a delayed reaction here. So the other day I went skateboarding over my lunch break. Let's see, it's the first time I stepped on my skate. Well, I rode my skateboard a couple weeks ago, a little bit, but it's pretty much like that makes 3 times in a year and a half, maybe something like that. Not a lot. So I basically just cruise around the block at work and then down to the parkway by the river so I could take some photos and cruise along the bike paths. And one of the things I was thinking about was that, yeah, as I get older, one of the sort of greatest feelings in the world is just rolling down the street. So when I was, I totally got a sunburn, didn't I? Damn. So when I was a kid, rolling down the street was great, but grinding a bench was better, or landing a heel flip was better. Like doing tricks, learning things, progressing, all of that stuff was better. And maybe I had some sort of goals, but I was like part of a subculture. It was all kind of moving somewhere. Now, as a 40-year-old, basically, I don't even touch it enough to have the kind of muscle memory to hop on the board and try a heel flip. But pushing and cruising down the street will always be a thing. It will always be enjoyable. So I'm skating around and cruising down the street, and I was thinking about just how enjoyable it was, even though I wasn't doing anything, and that if I could have just done that for the next 3 hours, I totally would have, and I would have loved it. It would have been the best use of my time. And then it's actually a lot more enjoyable than when I get on the all right, I'm gonna go skate, and I'll go to the skate park, and the skate park is cramped and it's weird and you can't cruise around. So you have to try to board slide a bench or whatever, or learn no complies again or something like that. And there's a gratification in that, but anybody can tell you there is nothing fun about just rolling around trying to flip your board and not having it land the way you want it to land. So I'm gonna stop right here because I'm still in the shade and it's hot as hell out. So, but if I was just cruising, it's totally enjoyable. That activity, just on its own, is totally enjoyable. And it made me think about the fact that when you're doing creative work, that when you can, like, as much as possible, you can find a physical activity that you enjoy and then remove the attachment to an outcome from it, that's like the most enjoyable thing. That there's nothing about that feels like a waste, and that so much of what happens that we do to kind of ruin a creative project has everything to do with attaching those goals to the end. And it's like, what goal do I need right now? Right now I just need to get used to cruising again, and then at some point I'm going to get bored of cruising and I'm going to have to work on ollieing again, or work on no complies or bonelesses or something, and then that's going to get boring, and I'm going to have to learn how to do manuals again, and then that's going to get boring. But but if I want to make it torturous, all I have to do is say, I haven't stepped on a skateboard in a year, I need to learn heel flips again. If I do that, it's going to be miserable, it's going to be frustrating, I'm going to wonder why I suck and all kinds of stuff. And I think even for people experienced in doing something, say you're a painter and you quit painting for a while and you come back to it, you tend to rob yourself of the initial joy that you feel around that thing by being attached to, I have to make a painting, it has to be good, it has to be big, it has to be blah blah blah. instead of I'm going to paint right now, and regardless of what happens, that's going to be awesome. So screw attachment is the end result of this one. All right, thanks for watching.